So baby's arrived, I've got to practice. It all falls in a heap because I don't realise what I'm getting into. And in the middle of all of that, I moved my business to home, and these people are coming to my house, and the baby is sitting in this horrible high chair. And it was like gunky, and I was on the second floor. So I thought, I really should design a better high chair. And I came up with this sketch that was all about a simple wipe. And, I'm a big Star Wars girl. I'm a big 60s design person, 70s, 60s. And so I came up with this vision of this tulip base, very simple, easy to clean high chair. And that became Nest. I did a sketch.
And I remember I actually remember when it came out, because I had young babies around the same time.
Yeah.
And it was so beautiful compared to any other high chair around.
Oh, thanks. But it was so functional. Like all the restaurants wanted it because you couldn't trip over the legs because there weren't any. And then you couldn't leave gunk in it because it literally wiped clean. It was the first smooth plastic, single-legged high chair. And that was my first product.
Yes.
That was, I had a business partner, Suze Burns. She'd had a baby around the same time. And we used to put them together. We rotomolded it, and we put them together in her garage and sold them all over the world.
Yeah, but talk to me about that process, because there's a lot of people that have an idea for a product.
Yes.
But they normally can't... create it. I mean, what's it like going into manufacturing?
I'd like to speak to that, actually, because you're right, Jules.
Yeah, I do.
So many people have ideas. And I can't tell you the number of people, especially since I judge on the show, who write to me and say, I've got this amazing idea. I don't want you to copy me, but I'll let you run with it if you sign this non-disclosure. And I write back to them and say, you know what? Everybody has tons of ideas, and an idea is worth zero unless you are going to put some backbone into it and produce it into reality. Because people all think they've got this one idea, and the one idea is worth nothing. Just either make it happen or give up hanging on to it and share it with someone who might do something with it. But like an idea is worth nothing. Good on you.
No, very true. It's all about doing it. But I came up with parenting products that I put on the market, and they did pretty much nothing at all, even though I thought they were brilliant. So it doesn't always work for people. I'm just really interested about that process. So did you have to raise funds to... Did you have to raise funds to manufacture?
So Suze and I funded it ourselves. So I would possibly go about it a different way now. But both products I've done, I've self-funded. I've grown them organically. I do believe there's huge value in a great hero shot of the product. I always teach this to kids too. An amazing hero shot and a really catchy name that people can run with. So HOG, Nest, whatever it is. Because you need to make it simple for people to pick it up and run with it. You need to make it easy. And then, so I didn't know what I was doing. I went and learnt rotomolding. And because I didn't know about this process, I invented a new finish, which is now standard. So within the rotomolding community, I got a little bit of a name because people are like, who's this architect who's invented this new rotomolding finish? But that's the beauty of coming at something from outside expertise is you're able to push for something that a lot of experts just write off and don't even think of, So it was a pushing process, but we got it done. Siebel Furniture came to us. Maybe Susan. Siebel came to us about 2 years after we launched the Nest, and they said, it's insane how quickly you guys realized this design. They said the fastest we can realize a chair design is 5 years. And we realized that thing in 18 months. 18 months from sketch to final product on the shelf, and we knew nothing about it. We just... kept pushing, didn't take no for an answer. When the insurance company said, we'll never insure a one-legged high chair, I'm like, I finally found someone, and I insisted that it was an infinite leg because it's a tulip, right? So count the legs going in all the different directions. And we had to get the CSIRO to test it and all this other stuff to show them it was safe. But, never say no. I'm not good at receiving no. I never have been.
No, I agree with that. And in fact,
work.
There's another great woman I've interviewed, Julie Hirsch, who makes tea and has come up with a brand new way of manufacturing because it couldn't be done before. And it's pretty much talking to what you were just saying. Ignorance is bliss in a lot of ways when you're an inventor or you're trying to forge a new path because you don't know what can't be done because you don't believe, you just.
And it was the same for HOG. I said, I've come up with this new structure. I know it'll work. And all the engineers said, oh, no one's ever done that. That won't work. And of course, being like, I will speak to the misogyny in Australia, which is half the reason I'm not there, is, when you're in an industry like I am, like building, manufacturing or cars, all industries that I have been very immersed in.
Yep.
It gets to the point where you look at someone and go, the only reason you're not taking what I'm saying seriously is because I'm female and I'm blonde. Like, bugger off.
Yep.
And, as I get older and older, I don't tolerate it at all. In the old days, I used to just keep pushing until they gave up resisting. Now I just, throw a few nasty words at them and keep going.
So